Hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and like this channel, friends. And guess what? You have another great story coming to you in a few minutes. Don't forget to like and share this, okay? Comment, talk to me, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm back with another story. 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 I'm back with another story.
Hey, friends, welcome back to another story time. Yay! I'm so happy you're here. Yes, I am. And we're going to have another great story, which means it's going to give us life. But there is something different about tonight's story. Something different, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. But this time, we're going to have to use our brains even more, friends, because Miss Shay is going to do a little freestyling today. See what she can do. You know, you got to let me know if I'm doing good, okay? However, new friends and new families, thank you for joining Storytime. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to Storytime with Miss Shay. Please subscribe and like this channel. Have fun with me, learn and grow with me. And guess what, parents? I'm your girl. I got you. That is it. That is all. If you need a story time, hit that button, that notification bell, so you always know when a story time is ready to go, okay? Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into our song because I'm excited about tonight. You just don't know I'm excited. So let's sing our song. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm back with another story. 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 Yes. Here we are again. About to do it, about to learn, and about to grow with this story time, because it's gonna be what? Great. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna give us a lot of life, because while we're doing this, while I'm reading, exploring, we're gonna get life in this too, okay? Now let's do our drum roll so we can see what book, what do I have? What I'm talking a lot about it, but I'm not being about it just yet. So let's just do the drum roll so I can see and you can see what I have in store, okay? Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. This story is called The White Book. The White Book. Why is it called The White Book? Is it because there are no words in the story? I don't know. Maybe there are words, or you know what? I'm not gonna do it. Let's just find out when I open the book, okay? Now this is a freestyle story time, okay? Which means it is a book with no words. Miss Shay, how are you gonna read a book with no words? We are going to be creative tonight, friends. This is the whole point of story time. Creativity, fun, excitement, okay? And this, I'm going to give the credit to, let's see, it says Minibombo. Name's right here. Thank you so much. I believe this is the company that has created this story. I don't see a direct author, but however, I'm just giving credit of the name that stood out. And I pray they see this to know that I am very, very grateful for this story. It gives me a lot of creativity to have fun with all my friends. Thank you so much. Now, friends, let's get into the story. We have to create some things before we start, okay? We got to create a name. So, I have at least 3 names we can name our character. The first name is, are you ready? First name can be Josiah. The second name, I was thinking maybe it could be Johnny. And then the third name can be, let's see. Thinking. 1, 2, 3. Jonah? So Josiah, Johnny, and Jonah. Which name? Which name should we name the character? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Josiah. Josiah? Okay, because I like that name, and I can't even hear if you telling me if that's the name or not. Anyway, I just had to choose a name, and I hope that's the name that you were choosing too. Okay, I hope we're on the same page and on one accord. Okay. Now, parents, join in with us and help us be creative tonight because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. All right, I've scooted in, so you gotta scoot in. This story is called The White Bug. This is Josiah. Let's see what creativity Josiah has, okay? All right. Josiah woke up this morning and decided that he wanted to paint. And he wanted to paint with different colors. Wow, he said. Pink is a bright color. Let's see what I can make. Josiah thought that maybe he could create birds. He loves to sing and he loves the sounds of birds. So he began to create birds with the color pink. Before you knew it, he was able to create 6 birds, and they all sung a melody that made him smile. But no, then the birds flew away. The birds were created so that he could have someone to talk to or to play with, but they left him and flew away. Josiah was sad. But then he thought, hey, I could create fish. I love the water. I love sea creatures. Blue is another great bright color that I could use to paint. Maybe the fish will like to play with me. So then he went on and created, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fish. He created 14 fish, and that made Josiah smile. But oh no, Josiah was sad again. All the fish went back in the water where their life began. Josiah became excited once more. Green is a beautiful color. I can create a dinosaur. Oh no, but then the dinosaur became angry and was not happy to be with Josiah. Josiah became upset, but he was really afraid because he thought the dinosaur was going to what? Eat him? Maybe the dinosaur was scared, friends. Who knows? But we're going to find out and see what happens. Josiah put all his fears away and continued to paint. And he decided that he wanted to see an elephant. Gray is a nice color to create an elephant, he said. But then he thought to himself, maybe I created him too big. I can't even move my body because the elephant is in the way. Lo and behold, Josiah remembered when mom and dad took him to the zoo. He decided to make giraffes. Can you see the giraffe's head? Yellow is a great color, Josiah thought. I want to see more giraffes. But then when he painted, now how did he get that whale up there to make the giraffe and everything? You know, I'm just trying to figure this out. Josiah was slowly brought back down to the floor with his painting stick so that the giraffes can go back to their own home. Lo and behold, friends, what is this called? Who knows? We're going to find out. He decided to create another friend. Purple. Purple's a nice color. Well, what is that? He thought. I've never seen this animal before. And oh no. Then the animal began to take his paint stick. Hey, give that back. I need it, he said. Josiah didn't give up. He wanted to paint more and more and more so that he could explore. But then his mind went blank. He had no friends to play with, no other animals that he can think of to create something that will be fun for him to do. All of a sudden, he thought of his pet dog. Let's give him a name. What was his name, friends? His pet dog name is Oreo. Oreo came about when he began to be happy again. And because he had so many experiences, he wasn't sure if this dog would be his friend. Let's see what happens. After all, Josiah finally created a friend that wanted to play with him once and for all. Josiah and his friend Oreo were happy and they went to go and play. The end. Woo! Listen, I've never did a freestyle story before, okay? This is my first time doing the story. But we can talk about some of the animals that Josiah painted, right? So one of the animals that I saw and that you saw were maybe a giraffe and an elephant, okay? Pause the video and talk a little bit about this story with moms and daddies and see if you were able to understand what you were hearing Miss Shay talk about. Now, remember, there were no words. We created this story to have fun, okay? Let me know what you think when you come back, all right? Now, we said we saw giraffes and we saw elephants. We also saw what else? We saw a dinosaur. Now, was the dinosaur angry? Was he happy or was he sad? Angry. The dinosaur began to get angry. And do you think that made Josiah kind of fearful? He was not trying to create an angry dinosaur. Dinosaurs don't have to be angry. It can be just as happy as we can, right? Yeah, I know. So with that, he had fun creating all these different animals. And then he decided the first thing he wanted to create were what? Birds. He created birds. The birds had pretty colors. It was pink. Pink is Miss Shay's favorite color. Yes, it is. And there were about 6 of them. Well, what did the birds do? They flew away. When he created the fish, he created 14 of them. What did the fish do? The fish flew away. The fish, they actually did. They flew off the page into the water without wings. So they jumped back into the water. The poor giraffes put him back down. The elephant was too big. The dinosaur began to roar. And one of the animals started to eat the stick. Well, what was the one friend that wanted to play with him? And that was his dog, what? Oreo. Oreo wanted to play with Josiah. No matter what Josiah painted, he knew eventually something great was going to happen. Something good was going to happen. And that reminds me, friends, when we are excited and we want something and we create something, we have to believe that it's going to happen. We have to believe that something great is on the other side, okay? Now, some of you might be a little nervous about taking school spelling tests or having to learn your numbers and stuff like that. Don't be afraid. You can do this, just like Josiah. You may not be painting, but you may be learning to write your letters. You may not be creating animals, but you may be ready to learn how to count past 10 because you can do it, okay? You got this. And parents, now you go and be creative and go find this story. Now, it's called Minibombo. I'm going to put it right here, Minibombo. Type it in or just type the white book. Whatever you choose to put in. Don't be shy. Go ahead and buy. That's it. That's all. And we're going to have fun to add this to the collection, correct? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I hope this story was good, friends. I hope this story has encouraged you to believe because Josiah believed. Josiah believed even when he was afraid, even when he didn't have enough space, even when the actual creation started to take from him, he got sad, but he kept going. And you know who was with him? God was with him every step of the way. And if he's with Josiah, he's with you. Now, this impromptu story time was so awesome, friends. I had so much fun freestyling this story. Maybe we can do more stories like that. I believe I have another story in mind that we can do it, okay? Let's see how the next one goes whenever we return, okay? Now, in the meantime, use those listening ears, and we're going to make good choices because guess what? You got this, and I'm rooting for you. So dust yourself off if you make a mistake and get back up and keep shining bright. Miss Shay sees you, and I'm depending on you so that you can continue to learn and grow, okay? Now, I will see you in the next season. Not the next season. What am I talking about? In the next episode. I'll see you soon, friends. Have a great day. Bye.